Experts at Stuart Fertilizer and Grain can come to your farm or ranch and do soil testing on your row crop acres to create the best possible fertility program for you. The soil testing will let the experts at Stuart Fertilizer and Grain know what is abundant in your crop soil and what is missing. But to get your plan started, you need to stop in or call the knowledgeable expert staff at Stuart Fertilizer and Grain. They want to work with you today for a more profitable tomorrow.
Buying a vehicle can be equal parts exciting and headache-inducing. While most love the idea of getting a new set of wheels, shopping and paperwork can be exhausting. Not anymore. Just go to GallionAuto.com, where car shopping is fun, easy, and you can do it from the comfort of your own home anytime. Shop by make, shop by price range. You can even apply for financing. If you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle, shop Gallion Auto Sales at the junction of Highways 20 and 11 in Atkinson or online at GallionAuto.com.
And as we welcome you back here on KBRB to Rock County High Schools, we get set for 12-7 Stuart and 9-10 North Central in the final game of the regular season. It will be the Broncos trying to snap a 3-game winning streak, and the Knights trying to build on the momentum they've created here in the last month and change. The Knights have won 7 of their last 8. It's time to introduce you to the starting lineups. Lineups being brought to you by Three River, your area telecommunications and technology leader. And let's start with the visiting Stuart Broncos. They are coached by John and Sandy Miller, assisted by Kyle Connett. And they will start at the guard spots. Number 1, Jet Kuntz, a 5'9 senior. Number 3, Cameron Sattler, a 5'6 junior. Number 23, Wade Paxton, a 6-foot senior. The front court for the Broncos, number 5, Ryan Steinhauser, a 6-foot junior. And number 33, Anthony Heiser, a 6-foot sophomore. Your starters for the Stuart Broncos. Lineups brought to you by Three River, serving this area for more than 60 years with their home phone service, high-speed internet service, digital cable television with HD and DVR capabilities. And don't forget, Three River bringing high-speed fiber optic internet service to the communities of Ainsworth and O'Neill, making that investment to upgrade their services provided to those two communities. So if you want to get in on the most cutting-edge technology that will provide the most advanced way to transfer large amounts of data in a reliable, secure, and affordable way, make sure to get to the Three River website and pre-sign up to have that fiber optic service brought to your home. They are ready to hook that up this spring. So get on the list from Three Rivers, serving this area for more than 60 years and continuing to invest in their communities. Now the starting lineup for the 9-10 North Central Knights, coached by Troy Graff, assisted by Craig Lorenz. The Knights will start a number 0, Ben Bruns, a 5'10 senior. Number 1, Dolan Pospischel, a 5'10 junior. Number 2, Troy Reynolds, a 6-foot junior. Number 14, Raiden Orton gets the start, 5'8 and a sophomore. And number 23, Ryan Painter, a 6'3 junior. You'll notice Knight fans will recognize that Carson Anderson, the sophomore guard, not in the starting lineup. He got banged up in that game against Valentine last week when the Knights won 75-39, and will not be able to suit it up tonight. And we'll see if they can get him back before Monday's sub-district game. So the Knights will be a touch short-handed in this one. And change in the starting lineup since we've seen the Broncos last. Cody's covered Stuart the last couple times we've had them, but it had been Hayden Kaup starting most of the season. He'll likely be coming off the bench first off, but Cameron Sattler coming back from an injury that cost him the first half of his season. He is now into the starting lineup and even more speed at the guard spot for Coach John Miller in the starting lineup. That is a look at those starting lineups for both teams, brought to you by Three River. Well, for the Knights, missing Carson Anderson, the sophomore, had boosted his scoring average up to about 10 points per game, really playing good basketball here late in the season. The Knights are led by Dolan Pospischel, who's upped his scoring average to about 12 points per game. Ben Bruns gives the Knights 10 per contest, and Ryan Painter about 9.5, but they're missing almost 10 points per game from Carson Anderson. And for the Stuart Broncos, they're led by Wade Paxton. Paxton averaging close to 15 points per ball game. He's the only one to average in double figures for this Bronco squad. But then you have a pretty balanced group behind him with Ryan Steinhauser. He's averaging about 9 points per ball game. And then you get about 7 to 8 points per game from both Anthony Heiser and Hayden Kaup, and better than 6 points per game from Jet Kuntz. So that's a look at your starting lineups here on KBRB for the Broncos and the Knights. We are going to take a break, and when we come back, it will be the tip. And this final game of the regular season, Broncos shaking off the rust after having played their last game all the way back on the 9th. So an 11-day layoff for Stuart. The Knights have had an 8-day layoff since their last game against Valentine last Thursday. All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're ready for tip. Can tell you, already completed at McAndrew Gymnasium, it was Ainsworth defeating Cody Kilgore 58-35. The Bulldogs get to the 500 mark on the season, and they'll head into sub-districts riding a pretty good stretch of games here down the stretch of the season. So the Bulldogs get the win tonight over Cody Kilgore, 58-35. This one earlier this evening, Cody Gucci had the call for us. So over on AM 14-106.3 in the web now this evening, we will have Husker volleyball. Big matchup for the Huskers as they'll take on another top 5 opponent. Huskers rated, I believe, number 4, and they'll take on a top 5 team in the Minnesota Golden Gophers. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the tip between Stuart and North Central area basketball tonight on KBRB.
Whether to or from the ball game, call timeout at Scott's Place in Bassett for a tank of Conoco Regular, Super, or Diesel fuel. Bases, loaded pizza, deli sandwiches, your favorite pop or beer. Scott's Place Conoco at the junction of Highway 20 and 183 has videos, Nebraska Lottery, and Powerball, too.
Don't overload your brain circuits trying to find a qualified electrician. Make one call to Painter Electric, Randy Painter in Springview. Professional, affordable, experienced, and he is local. Phone 402-497-2086.
Dress your hay supply with Brad Fox Grinding. Grinding hay is one of the most efficient ways to feed hay or other forages to livestock. Brad Fox provides on-site forage and grain grinding service to those who wish to make the most efficient, economical use of their available feedstuffs. Call Brad Fox today to schedule a time to stop and grind. For reliable, dependable hay grinding service, call on Brad Fox Grinding of O'Neill. Phone 402-340-4038.
Well, they had the national anthem prior to the junior varsity game since it's boys only tonight, and so the Knights win the opening tip in their home white uniforms with the blue numbers and letters. They'll go left to right from south to north, as we call it here at Rock County High School, against the maroon-clad Stuart Broncos in their white numbers and letters, and the Broncos will start out in a 2-3 zone. Orton in the corner, again starting in place of Carson Anderson, who's banged up. They go into Painter. High post, he'll take the 15-foot jumper and knock it in off the glass. Ryan Painter gets the game's opening bucket on an assist from Dolan Pospischal, and it is a 2-0 start for North Central, scoring on their opening possession. Knights will go man-to-man defensively, and Troy Reynolds gets the assignment on leading scorer Wade Paxton, as he typically does, guards the other team's best scoring guard. Sattler with it on the left wing, up top to Ryan Steinhauser. Steinhauser wants to drive, nearly got it swiped by Reynolds in help defense. Here is Paxton. He loses the handle on it, trying to drive on Reynolds, and Stuart will turn it over on its opening possession. A minute in, now the Broncos go to that 2-2-1 press. It is where they make their living, and they are quick. They get their hands on a lot of passes, and they will really make life difficult if you are not crisp with it. And there's a 10-second violation. Knights were patient, but a little bit too patient as the 10-second count hits before Ryan Painter crosses the half-court line with the ball. So the Knights turn it over against the pressure. They were patient. You like patience against that press, but at some point you got to get the ball past the half-court line before you get close to that 10-second count. So Stuart gets the turnover out of the press. Kuntz in the right corner gets it off to Heiser. Now up top to Sattler. Sattler tried to penetrate, nothing there. Kicks it on the wing to Kuntz. Looking inside for Heiser. He's shut down. Now Paxton will get a screen from Steinhauser. Turns the corner, and he will be grabbed and fouled. And they're going to give Wade Paxton free throws. That foul will go against Raiden Orton. So again, the Knights a little bit shorthanded in their rotation with no Carson Anderson. He has really been one of the keys to this run of success for North Central, stepping up as a reliable fourth scoring option for Coach Troy Graff, as Paxton's free throw is off the back of the rim. Wade will get another one. 2-0 North Central, but yeah, with Anderson's emergence as that fourth scoring option, North Central became a much tougher team to defend offensively, as Paxton can't get the second one to rattle in, and the rebound down to Ben Bruns. So Wade comes up empty on the 2 free throw attempts, and it's still 2-0 Knights. Painter up top into the hands of Pospischal. 2-3 extended zone for the Broncos. Bruns on the deep right wing. Painter basically the lone post in a 4-out offense. Pospischal swings it out to Bruns. Bruns looking inside for Painter, who's trying to post up on Heiser. Now they get it to Ryan in the high post. Heiser shuts that down, and it's back out to Pospischal. Here's a deep 3 for Dolan. Swirls out, and the rebound down to Ryan Steinhauser. The other way quickly come the Broncos. Touch pass from Kuntz inside to Heiser, and it's poked out of bounds by Raiden Orton. Good little touch pass from Jet Kuntz in the corner in transition, dumping it down to Heiser, but Orton got a hand on it, knocked it out of bounds. Paxton triggers it in, gets it in the high post to Ryan Steinhauser. Turnaround 13-footer, won't fall. Rebound pulled away by Troy Reynolds. Ahead quickly to Orton. Orton will slow it up, feeds it over to Bruns off a double team. Bruns has it knocked away, and a pass stolen by Paxton and swatted out of bounds on Paxton's layup attempt. Dolan Pospischal from behind shows off the vertical and swats that one out of bounds. So Paxton, a nice job to get the turnover, the second on North Central, but as he went in for the layup, did not see Dolan coming from behind, and Dolan really showed off his ups as swatted that one out of bounds. Stuart keeps the possession. Paxton in the right corner, dumps it down to Heiser. He's double-teamed, out to Wade, now to Sattler. Low-scoring first quarter. Thought this might be first one to about 40 or 45 might be enough tonight. They dump it into Heiser, and he loses the handle on it, gets it back, triple-teamed, and gets it back out to Paxton. Is Heiser going to get out of the lane in time after he gets up? But he pops up and heads out of the lane. This entry pass knocked away by Painter. They get it right back in to Steinhauser. Out for a 3, Sattler. That's off the back of the rim, and Troy Reynolds down with another board. Well, neither of these teams with a lot of height. Painter's the tallest out there at about 6'3". Driving shot by Bruns won't go. Sattler with the rebound, and he wants to run. And then we've got a ball knocked out of bounds by North Central, and it will stay with Stuart. We've played over 3 minutes, 1 bucket, and that came on the first possession of the game. A little jumper off the glass by Ryan Painter. Broncos scoreless here thus far, but only trail 2-0. Kuntz on the drive, feeds it to Steinhauser. It's off his hands, picked off by Reynolds. Here comes Reynolds the other way, and he is fouled on the shot attempt. Good aggressive take by Troy Reynolds after picking off the steal, and he'll earn free throws. The foul will go against Jet Kuntz as we get ready to see our first substitutions. For Stuart, it looks like it'll be Skylar Muston and Hayden Kaup checking in, and for North Central, Stetson Kaufman. Kaufman, a junior. Kaup and Muston, both sophomores. Reynolds makes the first free throw. He's on the board. Kuntz and Heiser check out for Stuart. Out goes Orton for North Central. 3-0 Knights now. 4:26 to go in the opening quarter of basketball here in the final game of the regular season. On the boys' side, both these teams will be in sub-districts early next week. Second free throw off the back rim for Reynolds, and Kaup comes down with the rebound after just checking into the ball game. Kaup is the leading rebounder for this Stuart team, started most of the season. But they go to a small lineup, does North Central, and the Broncos match it with 4 guards. Out it goes for a 3. Muston buries it on the assist from Sattler. Well, just off the bench, Skylar Muston pours in a 3 to tie things up. Halfway through, it's now 3 apiece. Broncos bring the press, but the Knights break it nicely there. Good passing. They throw it in the high post to Kaufman. They collapse on him. Out it goes to Bruns. Into the corner to Painter. Painter has it knocked away. He's able to chase it down and get it off to Bruns. Bruns will attack, put up an off-balance shot. Off the glass, no. Rebound tipped down to Ryan Steinhauser, and then Bruns knocks him over, and Ben's in some discomfort as he's going to make his way up, but I don't know if he went knee to knee there with Steinhauser. He's up and kind kind of making his way gingerly to the bench as Orton will check back in. Ben's going to pick up the foul and took the worst of that contact. Big collision between Steinhauser and Bruns. So Bruns makes his way to the sideline and kind of pointing to his assistant coach Craig Lawrence about his left knee. So see if he can shake that one off. Knights are already again missing Carson Anderson, who was injured in that win over Valentine, at least to the point where he could not play tonight. This one, entry pass poked away by Kaufman, intended for Kaup, but it goes back into the hands of Paxton. Up top, Muston has the only bucket for Stuart. Here's Steinhauser, tries to turn the corner. Tough 10-footer. Kaufman blocked it, and Orton down with the rebound. Good block by Stetson Kaufman. Pospischal brings it across against the pressure from Sattler and Paxton into the corner to Orton. Back to Dolan. Dolan's got that range, and Sattler knows it and really got out there to challenge him about 5 feet behind the three-point line. Reynolds in the right corner, 2:45 to go, and we are tied at 3. A very low-scoring, methodical first quarter here from Rock County High School. Painter to Dolan, fakes the 3, now brings it across to Orton on the left wing. Knights very patient against the zone. Deep 3, Dolan. That one off the side of the iron. And another rebound pulled out of the air by Ryan Steinhauser. Ahead it comes to Muston into the right corner to Sattler. To Muston, to Steinhauser, and to Paxton on the left wing. He wants to drive on Reynolds. Good shut off by Troy. Forced a tough baseline shot. Paxton missed it, but gets his own rebound into the left corner. Wade wants to drive again. Boy, look at the defense from Reynolds. He gets a swat, but they'll call a block. Blocking foul. Boy, Reynolds was just sticking right with the speedy Wade Paxton. You want to talk about two athletic kids going after it there, as Paxton will get rewarded with the free throws and the foul, the first on Troy Reynolds, the third here in the quarter on the Knights. But Wade misses another one. This one strong off the back of the iron. He's 0 for 3 at the free throw line. Back in come Kuntz and Heiser. Out goes Sattler and Steinhauser. Painter gets a breather as into the game comes Eddie Reynolds. Reynolds for the Knights is a 6'4 junior. Again, no Carson Anderson for North Central. Second one, Wade gets that one to rattle home. He's on the board with his first point. And Stuart with 4 straight to take its first lead. 4-3 Broncos. Low scoring first quarter. We are 2 minutes remaining. Pospischal into the corner to Reynolds, now to Orton. Orton into the corner to Eddie Reynolds, looking for Kaufman in the post. Orton. Boy, Paxton tried to anticipate and jump into the passing lane. Orton was able to hold off on throwing the ball. They try to knock it inside to Kaufman. It's bounced back to Orton, and he puts in a tough left-handed shot off the window. Orton gives the Knights the lead with a little tough bank shot, one-handed from the right side of the lane. Near steal by Reynolds, but Paxton gets it into the corner. Heiser's 3 is blocked by Eddie Reynolds, and the rebound down to Troy Reynolds. Eddie comes in, gets the block on the three-point attempt. 5-4 Knights. Pospischal weaving through traffic, gets it back up to Reynolds. Troy into the hands of Dolan. Up to Raiden Orton. Boy, now behind the scoring of Pospischal, the Knights don't have anybody on the floor that averages more than about 4 per game. You have Bruns and Painter on the bench, and Anderson not available. So where's the scoring going to come from other than Pospischal here for the Knights? Raiden Orton got the bucket on the last one. Now the pass from Reynolds is picked off. Paxton the other way, lays it in with the left hand, and there's Stuart doing what Stuart does, turning turnovers into transition points and gives them the chance to set up the press. And Orton, nearly double-teamed along the sideline, gets it off to Troy Reynolds, and then Reynolds' pass is knocked out of bounds by Muston. Painter returns for Kaufman. Paxton gets a breather, is in for Stuart, comes Tyson Strikey. Strikey, a 5'8 junior. 6-5 Broncos with the lead. Smart play by Pospischal. They threw the outlet. He let the ball get into the backcourt before he went to retrieve it instead of catching it right at the half-court line. Pospischal drive and a pull-up 3, and he's fouled on the shot. And that's Tyson Strikey picking up the whistle, and it will give Dolan Pospischal 3 free throws. Strikey tried to jump out and challenge a 3 and caught Dolan on the elbow. And that is the first on Tyson, just the second whistle on Stuart. With 34 seconds to play in the opening quarter, it will be Pospischal at the free throw line to try to regain the Knights the lead. He misses the first off the back of the iron. Both teams struggling a bit from the free throw line. Stuart 1 for 4 thus far. North Central 1 for 3. 2 more upcoming here for the junior lefty. This one is up and looks strong, in and out. So Dolan will still have another one to try to tie it with 34 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Again, Ainsworth already victorious tonight, 58-34 over Cody Kilgore in a game at McAndrew Gymnasium. Pospisil can't get the shooter's roll on that one. Misses all three. Dolan's a good free throw shooter. The rebound down to Heiser, but Dolan missed a trio of them there. Deep three for Kuntz is good on the assist from Mustin. Jet Kuntz has a triple, the second of the first quarter for the Broncos. And now the Knights turn it over as Reynolds' pass is picked off, and then Troy commits a foul on the arm. Jet Kuntz comes away with the steal, and now Troy has earned his second foul of the quarter. Troy Graff looking up and down the bench, wondering, kind of checked in with Ben Bruns to see if he was okay to come back in. But for the moment anyway, Reynolds will stay out there. Ben shakes his head, says, yeah, I'm ready. Here comes Kuntz with 13 seconds left, and the Broncos up 9-5. Mustin gets the ball to Heiser in the high post, hands it off to Schuyler, and Schuyler travels with it with 5.5 seconds remaining. That is turnover number 3 on Stuart. Each team with 3. 5.5 seconds left here in the quarter. It's a 9-5 Stuart lead. Pospisil in the backcourt. Gets it into the middle to Reynolds. Reynolds with 2, with 1. Dumps it down to Painter, who can't get the shot away before the buzzer sounds. And the Broncos rally down the stretch in the first quarter. And it's a 9-5 Stuart lead on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. We'll come back with the second 8 minutes of basketball after this timeout.
Rural health care from Rural Roots. Better health care for your family from clinical, obstetrical, emergency room to home care. Greater Sand Hills Family Health Care with convenient locations in Bassett, Stuart, and Atkinson.
No one can see into the future, and the farming business is tough. With decreasing margins and input costs going up, let the North Central Insurance Agency guide you to the right company, the right policy, and the right price to give you peace of mind that your farming operation is covered during the good times and the not-so-good times. Call the professionals at the North Central Insurance Agency to go over all your coverage options, 402-387-2480, or stop in at one of their convenient locations at 220 North Main Street in Ainsworth or 506 West Highway 20 in Atkinson. Be sure you have the protection you need for your home, auto, business, or farm. Contact the North Central Insurance Agency today.
Well, big thanks to all of our Stuart West Holt and North Central sportscasters bringing you the ball game tonight on KBRB. Well, you can definitely see the North Central Knights offensively without Carson Anderson, just not quite as dynamic. Raiden Norton got a bucket for the Knights and always plays strong on the glass, but he's typically that first guy off the bench for North Central into the starting lineup, and North Central just missing that extra reliable scorer. There's a knife to the hoop by Jet Kuntz. Boy, Kuntz with the speed, flashes inside, gets to the rim, and there's a knockaway. Kuntz can't quite secure it as Painter's got it, and now we got a whistle and a tie-up as Kuntz gets down after the basketball and ties it up. It will stay with North Central, but there's that Stuart press and the speed they have now with Kuntz, Paxton, and Sattler in that starting lineup. And there's an over and back call on Reynolds, and he knew it. He got 1 foot across the half-court line and then passed it back to Bruns. Good for the North Central Knights to see Ben Bruns back into the ball game. Turnover on North Central, their 4th. So Bruns, after banging a knee up, he does not look quite 100% out there, but he's kind of gutting through it at this point. Steinhauser turns the corner on Painter and scores. Good spin move by Ryan Steinhauser, and the Broncos now lead it by 8. Pospisil brings it ahead. Boy, Dolan used to being the fastest one on the court. That may not be the case in this game as the Broncos have speed to burn, 13-5. Stuart on top. This one knocked out of bounds along the baseline. Stays with North Central. They get it on an outlet to Pospisil. High post to Painter. Painter back to Dolan on the wing. Now to Painter up top. Guarded by Paxton. The top of that 2-3. Ryan takes a 3. Back rim. Paxton the closeout rebound. Head to Kuntz. They try to throw it down to Steinhauser, and it's picked off by Ryan Painter. Turnover Stuart. Throw it ahead to no one. Orton did not see the pass, was headed to him, and Steinhauser alertly reaches over and picks it off. 5th turnover on the Knights. Boy, North Central going through a dry spell here as there's a drive and a little 6-footer rolls in for Anthony Heiser. He becomes the 5th Bronco to score here in the first half. And now it's a 10-point lead for the Stuart Broncos. Bruns on the deep right wing. Gets it up top to Pospisil. High post to Painter. Trying to break that zone down through Ryan. The high post, he'll take a 16-footer this time. Back of the rim. Orton gets a hand on the rebound, but knocks it out of bounds, and it goes right back to Stuart. And Coach Troy Graff going to take a timeout here as the Broncos are on a 6-0 run to start the quarter, and they now lead it by double figures, 15-5 on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. We're back with more from Rock County High School after this.
Doing what's right yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Investing in our local communities is not a one-and-done project. At GJW LLC and Sandhills Elite Genetics, they take their responsibility to produce safe food seriously, doing their best for people, pigs, and producers.
Terps Automotive, located on Main Street in Bassett, is a proud Napa Auto Parts dealer. Your Napa Auto Parts store is where you get the good stuff for all your vehicles, from repairs to accessories. Terps Automotive in Bassett.
Well, stay tuned at halftime. We'll be visiting with North Central girls coach Alex McCleary as the Knights, after the loss to Crofton last night, get the word today that their season will continue, as the Knights will be the 10 seed in the district finals next Friday and will take on Bancroft Rosalie Lions Decatur, BRLD, next Friday night at 7 p.m. at Battle Creek High School. Lions Decatur Northeast is the 7 seed, North Central the 10 seed in the reshuffled district finals. The Knights snagged wild card number 3 of 4. Ponca gets a wild card. Centennial a wild card, is off the timeout. A little 8-footer from Ryan Steinhauser. Good look. Misses off the glass. And the rebound comes down to Ben Bruns. And Stuart pressures off the miss. Pospisil gets it ahead to Orton and into the right corner. It at times looks like there are 6 defenders out there for Stuart. They're so quick. And this time the Broncos knock the ball off of Orton's leg and out of bounds. Turnover again on the Knights. So Coach Troy Graff takes the timeout. And again, the Knights just don't quite look the same without sophomore Carson Anderson. He was one of the big keys as his play really came on in the second half of the season that sparked this North Central turn. There's a nice block. Stetson Kaufman gets a swat and a rebound in off that timeout. Bruns gets caught in the air, double teamed, has it packed, knocked away. Ryan Steinhauser will get fouled on the shot attempt after the Knights turn it over again. And Steinhauser will earn 2 free throws. The foul against Bruns is his second. So 2 on Bruns, 2 on Troy Reynolds here for the Knights. And Bruns just caught along the sideline and lost his dribble. He tried to jump into the air to get a little extra space, but his pass was tipped and picked off by Steinhauser, who knocks in the free throw. Ryan has 3, and the Bronco lead swells. It is a 7-0 run here through the first 2.5 minutes of quarter number 2. Second one is in and out, and the rebound pulled away by Kaufman. So neither team shooting free throws very well here in the first half, as there's a pushing foul on the Broncos over on the far sideline. That one will go against Wade Paxton. Wade's first, just the third on Stuart. Knights need to find the goal. 16-5, down by 11 now, as Stuart is on. By my count, it was 6-5, so that'd be a 10-0 run. Kaufman nearly traveled with it, got it off to Orton, gets it out to Dolan Pospisil against the top of that 2-3. Bruns with a tough catch on the wing. Runs into the corner to Troy Reynolds. Now to Bruns. And again, without Anderson to kind of stretch the defense and have to account for him on the wing or in the corner with a 3 or with a drive. There's a pickoff by Jet Kuntz as he picked the pocket of Orton, takes it in and lays it home. Kuntz with the pilfer. He has 7, and it's 18-5. The run is now 12-0 for Stuart. And the Knights have not scored in about 6.5 to 7 minutes of clock time. Troy Reynolds out as Painter comes back in after a little breather. 4:42 to go in the half, 18-5. Yeah, we'll have Coach Alex McCleary from the Knight girls team on the air at halftime talking about the district final opponent, BRLD. Here's a 3 from Painter on the left wing. That's good. The Knights needed it. It's a West Plains Bank triple for Ryan Painter on the assist from Raiden Orton. And it's 18-8, stops the 12-0 run. Shot in and out from 8 feet for Heiser. The rebound down to Orton. Here comes Pospisil, kicks it into the right corner to Painter. Not able to get the shot away this time. Pospisil in the corner. Dolan will drive, take it in, flip it underneath to Orton. Can't get the finish underneath. And the rebound down to Ryan Steinhauser. That was a good look for Orton on a great pass from Pospisil. Orton couldn't quite get it finished as there's a 3 for Kuntz. That misses everything. Sattler saves it, but into the hands of Stetson Kaufman. 18-8, Knights down 10. Pospisil brings it through the pressure, takes it inside, flips it out. Bruns open for three, swirls out, and the rebound down to Heiser. Heiser's pass thrown away as that was too tall for Wade Paxton. Turnover number 5 on Stuart. Hayden Kaup and Skylar Mustin return. Out go Heiser and Kuntz. Eddie Reynolds back in for North Central. Orton will exit. So Reynolds picking up some additional playing time with Anderson out. Seeing more of Kaufman and, of course, Raiden Orton now in the starting lineup. We've got a whistle and a timeout. 30-second timeout taken by the Broncos. 18-8 Stuart on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. We're back on KBRB in a moment.
GNB's Market is your local affiliated food store in Bassett. They offer a complete line of grocery items from fresh meats and produce to a great selection of canned and packaged foods. Make GNB's Market of Bassett your one-stop shop for all your grocery needs.
In that sub-district semifinal, of course, number 1 team rated in Class D2 St. Mary's in there. Swirling out on a three-point shot from the right wing is Ben Bruns. That was halfway down. Now we've got a whistle and a tie-up between Ryan Painter and Cameron Sattler on the rebound. Stuart possession on the arrow. 18-8, Broncos by 10 with 3:12 remaining in our first half of play. So we'll have the Knights on Monday, the Broncos on Tuesday. Should the Knights win Monday, we'll have them on the air as well on Tuesday from Neely. Good entry pass into Steinhauser, waits for a leaping Ben Bruns to clear and come back down, and then he goes up with the shot. Ahead comes Pospisil, feeds it off to Bruns and around to Painter. Ryan gets it to Eddie Reynolds, up top to Dolan. Dolan puts it on the deck, feeds it to Eddie. 20-8, Broncos with a 12-point lead. They've led by as many as 13. High post, here's Painter, turns the corner, has it poked away from behind, but Reynolds chases it down. Now Troy needs help. He drives baseline, tries a reverse layup. It's swatted by Skylar Mustin. Ahead to Paxton for the layup. Wade now with 5, and the Broncos starting to break this one open here in the first half, 22-8. Painter gets it to Bruns with 2:07 to go here in the half. Pospisil, and there's a timeout. Troy Graff to avoid a potential 10-second violation as the Knights were caught in the backcourt, and we're still a couple seconds away from getting it passed. And Coach Troy Graff, the clock in his head started to count near 10, so he takes a quick timeout. We'll take a quick break here from Rock County and come back with first half action here on KBRB.
Concrete is a cornerstone of many building projects. Stuart Concrete, with locations in Atkinson and Stuart, can mix cement and water with all the ingredients to make the right concrete for the job. This mug's for you from Stuart Concrete, serving you from Stuart and Atkinson. Call 402-924-3644.
Well, still uncertain at this point whether the Knights will have Carson Anderson back in the lineup by Monday's game against Summerland. You can see after watching this North Central team quite a bit down the stretch, just a little less dynamic without the presence of the sophomore guard becoming that fourth scorer along with Pospisil, Bruns, and Painter for this North Central team. It's 22-8, and the ball poked away from Orton and out of bounds by Kaup. It will stay with Stuart. But again, the Broncos defense has been good here in this first half and led them to a 14-point lead with 1:45 to go here in the half. Knights have really not got much going from the outside. Painter hit 1-3 here in this quarter. Now he'll take a 15-footer back rim, and Kaup rips away the board. Hayden's second rebound, ahead quickly to Heiser in the corner. Now to Mustin, up top to Wade Paxton. He dumps it into Kaup. Now in the corner, Heiser open for three, buries it. Heiser on the outside in there from Hayden Kaup. Kaup gets the assist after catching it in the post. Sets up Heiser in the right corner for a triple. 25-8. Now Pospischel will take a three left side. That one too strong for Dolan. And the rebound down to Kaup again. And now the Broncos ahead quickly to Paxton. Shot up won't go. Offensive rebound. Kuntz can't put it back. And the rebound to Painter. Good look for Jett on the offensive rebound, but both layups were contested by the Knights. 25-8. The lead has grown to 17. Triple for Bruns. Kiss can't find the range. Back rim again for the Knights, missing on their three-point opportunities. A rebound down to Skylar Mustin. Mustin will fake the three, get it inside to Kaup, kicks it out to Heiser. Heiser in the corner to Paxton, dumps it right back to Heiser. Good feed to Kaup for the lay-in. Kaup has his first bucket on a beautiful assist from Anthony Heiser, and it is all Stuart, 27-8 with 26 seconds to go in the first half. Pospischel with it, dumps it in to Eddie Reynolds, out to Dolan, extra pass to Painter, now around to Bruns. Bruns with 17 seconds, gets it up top to Painter. Now Pospischel on the left wing, back to Ryan, and down goes Wade Paxton. He's able to get up three for Bruns, no again. Offensive rebound, Ryan Painter, and he's fouled on the putback attempt. Ryan will earn 2 free throws. He's been the bright spot offensively for North Central, has 5 of the Knights' 8. This Stuart defense just really keying on Painter, Pospischel, and Bruns at this point. So Painter at the line. The foul goes on Skylar Mustin, his first, and Ryan knocks home the free throw. In come Ryan Steinhauser and Tyson Strikey for Stuart. Troy Reynolds back in for North Central. As out goes Dolan Pospischel with 5.5 seconds left. Knights have been outscored in this quarter 18-4. Second free throw too strong, but Painter gets it right back, puts up a 15-footer, hangs on the rim, won't fall. Offensive rebound, Orton couldn't quite keep it, and that'll do it for the first half of basketball as the Stuart Broncos here on the road putting up a strong first half against the North Central Knights, holding the Knights to single digits here at the half, and Stuart will take a 27-9 lead to the break. That's our Tri-County Bank halftime score. We'll come back with North Central girls coach Alex McCleary and a little preview of next Friday's girls district final in Class C2 between the Knights and BRLD. We're back with that and more on our halftime show coming up.
Rangeland Rehab is your first choice for exceptional care. Physical therapist Brian Doak is trained to evaluate and treat a wide range of conditions. Call Rangeland Rehab, Main Street, Ainsworth at 402-387-1600, accepting most insurance carriers. Tradition runs deep at the 5th-generation Smith Angus Ranch. Kent and Cameron are dedicated to providing top-quality genetics to maximize their customers' profitability. Annual bull sale at the ranch south of Bassett, the 4th Friday of March. Check out their website at smithangus.com.
Fontanelle, your game changer in the field. From local proven product recommendations to in-season advice to harvest insights, solutions you need, relationships you trust. Call Terry Cachera, your local Fontanelle representative today, 402-992-8391.
Keep on trucking with William Crowder Company, where you'll find monumental savings as well as amazing financing and incentive options during the President's Day event that's going on now. Qualified buyers get up to $6,300 in total value or 0% APR for 72 months, plus $2,500 bonus cash on select 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn models at William Crowder Company in O'Neill, where service is a family tradition. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
At AseraCare Hospice, we care for your family like you are a part of ours. Through compassionate hospice services, we help to alleviate fears and concerns so that you and your loved ones can focus on the joy of everyday moments. We celebrate the memories and special occasions of a life well lived and provide support and assistance so you feel comforted throughout the hospice journey. For more information about our services, visit us online at aseracare.com. AseraCare Hospice, caring for moments that matter.
And we're back here at the half on KBRB, FM 92, KBRB.net. It is all Stuart here in this Niobrara Valley Conference regular season matchup. Final game of the regular season, Broncos 27-9. They outscore North Central 18-4 in the second quarter. It is our Tri-County Bank halftime show, and we're joined up here on the top shelf at Rock County High School by Coach of the Knights, Alex McCleary. And well, hadn't been too long since we talked, but congratulations on the season continuing, grabbing a wild card to the district finals. And so start with that, culmination of a good season.
Yeah, and that's, kind of what we talked about last night. Obviously, it's always you lose that game and it's an unknown as far as what's going to happen, but you cross your fingers that, your resume is good enough. And, again, it kind of goes back to the schedule that we tried to set up at the beginning of the year, especially, playing in that O'Neill Holiday tournament and then playing that Malcolm game. And, just, like I said, kind of putting in that work. And even though we dropped a couple of those games, it's those games that help you more than they hurt you, because it's no different than beating 4-20 team or whatnot. So certainly that, and like I said, it's cool. What is this, our 6th straight year or something like that, going to a district final. So it's one of those things that's kind of become the expectation around here, but it's something that you still got to celebrate, because it's not very common. You're one of 16 teams left in the state, and get a chance to go play in Lincoln.
Now you'll try to earn your 4th trip to Lincoln out of, the last 6 years or so.
Right.
Well, let's talk about the opponent. You get the 10 seed, and you'll head to Battle Creek next Friday. That's always a nice gym to be able to play a ball game. It'll be a great atmosphere. 7 o'clock game against Bancroft Rosalie, Lions Decatur, BRLD for short. A solid team. No, they have a win over Ponca, team you beat on Tuesday night. So tell us what you know about that squad.
Yeah, just from a season standpoint, they kind of started out a little hit and miss early in the year. Of course, they lost some good teams. They lost to Clarkson, lost to West Point Beamer early. They had a couple other ones early in the year, but really since, that first week of January, kind of similar to us, they've taken off. They were able to win their conference, which is as good of a conference in the state. Now they avoided a couple of the better teams in there with their draw, which is, good, and they took advantage of it. But again, their body of work certainly is impressive, and it's something that, a game that we can't go in and take lightly.
Well, let's talk about the matchup. As you guys had practice today. The girls kind of put the one from last night in the rear view after they found out today that they're in. And, hey, it's like, all right, that one's in the past. We're going to wipe it away. And, kind of talk about the mood at practice and what you're kind of preparing for with this BRLD squad.
Right. And actually we just kind of took the day off today. The girls we kind of said, come in, stretch, get some shots up, and let's just refresh. So, they're announcing the wrestlers. So,
yes,
big congrats to the wrestlers this week. They definitely had an impressive showing, 3 out of 4 medaling. And,
top 10 finish as a team with 4 kids.
And even Tristan, he battled down there and narrowly missed a medal. So, no, big shout out to them. But, as we were talking about, like I said, the girls have put in the work, and that's kind of what you got to do, throw out last night, use it. It's one of those things that you build on the third quarter we had and understand that, if a couple shots fall early, maybe we're in a different mindset and we can, turn that game around. And certainly, I think the girls, as much as anything, are hungry to see them again. You know, so if, we can take care of business next week, you never know.
Well, I would love to say that standing ovation was just for you up here doing a radio interview, but unfortunately they just had the standing ovation for Zach Dickow for a state championship brought back from the wrestling state championships yesterday. Zach gets a win over an undefeated Adam Miller of Elkhorn Valley in the championship match to win the title at 126. So congratulations to that young man. So, specifically the BRLD team, what are their strengths and what's kind of the, I hope they're not listening tonight. What's a little bit of the game plan?
They really have a three-headed monster, or I don't know, 3 big guns and a fourth that definitely contributes well off of them. They got a point guard that's as good as anybody, really crafty, can get into the lane, do a spin move, kind of hit a Euro step here or there, and then a shooter that really plays well off of her. And then they have 2 posts. One's kind of a clean-it-up girl where, she'll kind of go get the pick-me-up rebound, but then they got a big. They got a 6'2" girl that can really finish around the rim, very strong. So Jenna and Hunter and Addie will have their work cut out for them, but it's, again, I don't know. It's one of those things, getting to see Ponca, getting to see Crofton. This team isn't going to pressure like we've seen this week. So it's one of those things, if we can settle into a rhythm offensively, I really, really like our chances. Again, you got to come out. You got to play defense, as we always talk about. But if we can settle into a rhythm offensively and keep finding stops on the defensive end, I think it's a really good matchup for our girls next week.
Well, it's a week from today. Battle Creek High School, 7 p.m. Alex, we'll see you down there in Battle Creek next week.
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot, Greg.
You bet. Coach Alex McCleary, the North Central Knights, as they find out today officially that their season will continue in the Class C2 District Finals as the Knights draw number 3 wild card out of the 4 that are handed out for non-sub-district winning teams. The Knights, the 10 seed in the C2 reshuffle, will take on 7 seed BRLD, Bancroft, Rosalie, Lions, Decatur. We're here at our Tri-County Bank halftime show and tell you the Tri-County Bank Ag Lending Team can deliver the financial resources you need to maintain and grow your agricultural operation, whether it's livestock, grain, equipment, or real estate. The TCB staff specialize in custom-made financing plans that will fit your operations needs. And don't forget, ag producers, make sure you stop in, talk to your Tri-County Bank lender about the possibility of qualifying for the second round of the payroll protection program. That one written a little differently than the first round, so if you didn't qualify for PPP in the first round, make sure you stop in, talk to your TCB lender, and talk with some numbers and your accountant, see if you might potentially qualify for a forgivable loan from the Small Business Administration. That's a Tri-County Bank. They are member FDIC. Offices Stuart, Atkinson, Bassett, and O'Neill. Well, let's go quickly through our halftime statistics. Jet Kuntz leads all scorers with 7 in the first half. Then it was 5 for Ryan Steinhauser, Wade Paxton, and Anthony Heiser. A 3 for Skylar Muston, and a bucket for Hayden Kaup. For the Knights, they get 6 from Ryan Painter, then a bucket from Raiden Orton, and a free throw from Troy Reynolds. And that is it for the Knights. North Central 2 for 7 at the free throw line, and Stuart just 2 for 6. The Broncos with 5 turnovers. Stuart forces 8 North Central turnovers in the game. North Central has a 14-13 advantage on the glass. 3 rebounds from Stetson Kaufman, Ryan Painter, Raiden Orton, and Troy Reynolds. 2 from Ben Bruns. Had an assist for Pospischel and an assist for Raiden Orton in the first half. Knights with 4 blocks, 2 by Kaufman, 1 by Raiden Orton, or Eddie Reynolds rather, 1 by Dolan Pospischel. For the Broncos, 13 rebounds, 3 by Steinhauser, 3 by Hayden Kaup, 2 each by Wade Paxton and Anthony Heiser, 1 each for Jet Kuntz, Cameron Sattler, and Skylar Muston. Muston with 2 assists, 1 each for Sattler, Hayden Kaup, and Anthony Heiser, a block for Muston. First possession of the second half, a corner 3 for Raiden Orton. Will not fall, and the rebound down to Jet Kuntz, and that ties us on the boards now at 14. Steinhauser collapsed in the paint, and his little runner, kind of fade away there from about 7 feet, will fall against a double team. Ryan Steinhauser knocks that in, and it is a 20-point lead for the Stuart Broncos. Reynolds takes it in. His little hook shot is just short. Troy knocks away the rebound into the hands of Painter. Ryan will put up a little 6-footer. That one won't fall. And Painter gets it back, puts it up, and scores. So Ryan with a couple of offensive boards. He now has 8, and the Broncos give up a couple boards there, and the Knights answer. It's 29-11. Stuart outscored North Central 9-5 in the first half, and then 18-4 in the second quarter. First quarter, 9-5 advantage, and 18-4 in the second for that 27-9 halftime lead. Bronco basketball in the maroon road uniforms with the white numbers and letters. They're now moving left to right from south to north here at Rock County High School. And that pass inside for Paxton is wide on the throw from Heiser. And Stuart will turn it over. 6th turnover on the Broncos. Broncos will go back to that 2-2-1 press. They have Heiser back there as the safety valve. You have Kuntz and Paxton at the front of the 2-2-1. Steinhauser and Sattler at about half court. Good pass from Painter to Reynolds to beat the 10-second count. Now Pospischel dribbles it down the baseline underneath the hoop and back the other side. Out to Painter for 3 on the pass from Bruns. That one won't fall, and the rebound down to Ryan Steinhauser. Steinhauser 7 points, 4 boards now for the Broncos. He gets the catch on a feed from Kuntz. Can't get the finish, but he's fouled and will go to the line. Broncos look crisp here this evening. They are playing very quick on the defensive end, causing all kinds of problems for North Central and a lot of aggressive takes to the hoop for this Stuart team. And they will get the 3rd foul on Troy Reynolds. And it is 29-11 as it's Steinhauser knocking in the free throw, make it 30-11. Ryan now has 8 to lead Stuart. He has all 3 Bronco points here in the 3rd quarter. Second one is up. That one won't fall, and the rebound down to Painter. Ryan already has 3 boards here in the 3rd. Ahead, good feed to Orton, up and in and out, won't go. Painter collects the offensive rebound again. Kicks it into the corner for a Bruns three. Ben, that one won't fall. Reynolds the offensive board and the putback. Troy working hard on the glass. That is 4 offensive rebounds now for North Central here in the third quarter. 30-13 though. The Broncos with a 17-point lead, but the Knights really getting after the offensive glass here to start the second half. Stuart leads by 17. Jet Kuntz on the deep right wing. Knights, by the way, have gone to a zone here in the second half after playing man-to-man the first half. Throw it into Steinhauser, out to Sattler. High post to Wade Paxton. Kicks it into the corner. Open three for Heiser. Too strong. Rebound tipped into the hands of Painter. Good job by Bruns. He wasn't in position against Steinhauser, but was able to tip it to a teammate. Painter, and he'll get it off to Pospischel. A steal attempt by Steinhauser. Now Bruns will try to drive. Ben doesn't look 100%, but he's going to take it in, kind of gutting through it here after taking some contact to the leg in the first half, and he'll earn the free throws. The foul on Ryan Steinhauser, his first. No real foul trouble on Stuart. Nobody with more than 1 for the Knights. 2 on Bruns and now 3 on Reynolds. Bruns can't get the free throw to fall, and both teams really struggling at the free throw line. Knights are 2 for 8. Broncos are 3 for 8. Pater will come out as Kaufman in. Ryan already with 5 rebounds in the third quarter. We played less than 3 minutes. Bruns gets the second one to fall. That's his first point. Pospischel has yet to score, and again, they're missing sophomore Carson Anderson, not able to go in this one. He averages about 10 per game, and his absence has been noticed. They try the high-low from Paxton to Steinhauser, and Wade's bounce pass just a little wide of a cutting Steinhauser along the baseline, and the Broncos turn it over again. Their 7th, 30-14. The Knights trail by 16. There's a knockaway by Kuntz, but they tap it to Bruns, and Bruns just whips a pass right past the head of Troy Reynolds and out of bounds. Well, that's what this Bronco team does. They speed you up as much as you want to try to be patient against that press. It just seems like there are little gnats around you all the time with that Stuart pressure. They run it well, and they have the speed to do it. Sattler on the right wing, up top to Steinhauser. Tries to enter it into Paxton. It's poked away, and it'll go out of bounds, and it'll stay with Stuart. Hayden Count back in as Sattler will exit. 30-14. Knights have already matched their quarterly high for either quarter in that first half. 5 in the first quarter, 4 in the second. They have scored 5 already here in the third, and we've only played a little more than 3 minutes. Heiser guarded by Orton. Into the corner goes to Paxton. Heiser, high post to Kaup, dump down, good feed to Steinhauser, who waits for Reynolds to jump and come back down and then puts it up and in. Steinhauser, and there's a steal as a knockaway by the Broncos. Paxton takes it in short on the layup. Kaup can't catch and shoot to get it in on the rebound, and then the rebound down to Kaufman, and they reach in and foul Stetson. 32-14. The foul goes on Hayden Kaup, just his first personal. Troy Reynolds out as Painter back into the game. In no Carson Anderson if you're just joining us for the Knights. Hurt in that game against Valentine. Played through it. I don't remember him sitting in that game against Valentine as the Knights won it, but was banged up in that one and not able to go. We'll see if he's available Monday for that sub-district matchup. Good feed from Orton down to Kaufman. In on the bank shot as it hung on the rim quite a while. Stetson has his first bucket, assist for Raiden Orton. And the Knights have already scored the most points that they have done in any quarter. And it goes to Kaup, and he is pushed and fouled. That'll go against Stetson Kaufman. The Broncos doubling up the Knights at this point. 3:31 to go in the third, 32-16. Sattler re-enters as Paxton will exit. And Sattler along the baseline. Brings it into the corner to Heiser. Heiser gets it to Steinhauser in the high post. Turnaround 13-footer won't go. And Bruns the rebound, and he's fouled over the back by Hayden Kaup. So Kaup picks up 2 quick ones. Bruns with his third rebound. Eddie Reynolds returns for North Central as Orton exits. So Orton and Reynolds along with Kaufman kind of splitting up the minutes that would normally go to Carson Anderson. There's a knock away by Steinhauser. Ball is loose. Players on the deck. And we get about 4 of them after it, 2 for each squad. A jump ball. Possession arrow will favor the Broncos, but that's what Stuart does. They try to bait you into a pass that you don't want to make. You make it because you don't see any other options, and they're there to poke it away and get it free. Into the corner, Heiser to Steinhauser in the high post. Out top to Kuntz. Back to Heiser into the corner to Sattler. Heiser on the wing, wants to penetrate. Little hop step, gets it to Kaup. Kaup feeds it back outside to Kuntz after getting caught in the air. Thought Hayden was going to go up with a shot. Instead, he kicks it back outside. Heiser to Sattler, now to Kuntz. Knights have fallen into a little 2-3 zone now after playing man-to-man the first half, but finding out how quick this Stuart team is to try to guard. Stuart gets that man-to-man, really penetrated, took the ball to the rack, or cutters to the goal. Here's a drive by Sattler. Shot is up, too strong. Good box-out rebound on the other side by Reynolds. And he was nearly undercut there as he came down with it. Kaup had slipped. Now Pospischel works against a double team. Good handle to get through it. Gets it off to Kaufman. Kaufman to Reynolds, but Kaufman will travel with it before he can make the pass. 10th turnover on the Knights. Paxton and Skylar Mustin return. Out go Kuntz and Steinhauser, and Coach John Miller going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them with 2:30 to go in the third quarter here from Rock County. Final game of the regular season on the boys' side. It is Stuart leading North Central 32-16.
A profitable livestock operation depends on the health quality of your herd. Chippewa Vet Service, Dr. Angie Painter, Springview, specializes in reproduction ultrasound of cattle and horses. For health care of large and small animals, contact Dr. Angie Painter of Chippewa Vet Service, Springview, 402-497-3574.
For proven, dependable, efficient, and long-lasting diesel power units, visit with the friendly folks at Northern Plains Supply. They're your Isuzu dealer in this area. That's Northern Plains Supply of Bassett.
Osborne Construction Incorporated of Atkinson has the equipment for your earth-moving needs. Whether you need tree removal, land leveling, basements, feedlot construction, or demolition, Osborne Construction Incorporated has you covered. Give Osborne Construction Incorporated a call, 402-925-2283. Osborne Construction Incorporated of Atkinson has the equipment and the experience, and they can do all of your earth-moving needs.
Big thanks to all our Stuart, West Holt, and North Central sportscasters bringing you the ball game tonight on KBRB. We'll have the Knights Monday against Summerland in the C26 sub-district opening round. Tuesday, it'll be that C26 with hopefully North Central as well as Ainsworth and West Holt. And then we'll have the D26 with this Stuart Bronco team. Hayden Kaup muscles his way inside and scores it over Dolan Pospischel. Good strong take by Hayden Kaup, and he gets it to go off the glass. And there's that relentless pressure by the Broncos. This time the Knights break it. Get it ahead to Reynolds, and now to Pospischel. Painter into the corner for a 3. Bruns. That's off the front of the rim. Knights cold from the outside. Rebound down to Sattler. And the Knights just look a little bit out of sync. You can tell the rotations are a little different. Some of the players that are in spots where it would normally be a scoring position, not really their strength. Little give and go. Paxton won't get the shot to fall. They say the foul on the floor. Good feed from Kaup to the cutting Wade Paxton, and that's going to be the 4th now on Troy Reynolds. So already shorthanded. Now Troy has picked up his 4th foul. Still 1:48 to go in the third. See if Coach Troy Graff decides to leave his junior guard out there or bring him out. Looks like Reynolds going to stay out there. Into the corner to Paxton. Dump it down to Ryan Steinhauser. Turn jumper over Painter won't go. And the rebound tapped around. Sattler has it. Scores it in the foul. Sattler, the recipient of a ball that caromed a couple of times on the rebound. He was there to snag it. Went up quick with it as an undersized guard. Got the contact. And he'll go to the line for the and one. First points for Sattler. The foul goes on Eddie Reynolds. Now Troy will come out with his 4 fouls. As back in is Orton. Free throw. Sattler completes the 3-point play. Well, the Broncos now in control, up by 21 with 1.5 minutes to go in the third. Bruns to Painter. Knights trying to be patient against the press. Pospischel dribbles it to Painter and ahead to Bruns, just beating that 10-second count. Painter to Bruns on the right wing. Again, Ben got banged up a little bit in the first quarter. He sat for a while, but he's been back out there kind of gutting through it. Bruns from the high post, double teamed, gets it to Painter. Now Painter attacks and scores. And the foul. Ryan Painter has been the bright spot offensively for North Central tonight. The foul, the third on Hayden Kalp, all here in this quarter. Stetson Kaufman returns. Out goes Eddie Reynolds. So a chance at an and one for Ryan Painter. He's 1 for 2 at the line. Has 10 points to lead the Knights. Nobody else with more than 3 for North Central. And Painter completes the and one, the 3-point play. And we've got an inadvertent whistle. They're going to bring in, Heiser wanted to check in. They saw it late. They'll let him in. Bring it back to the baseline to inbound with 1:10 to go. 37-19, Stuart. The big quarter, an 18-4 second quarter to break this one open. Give them an 18-point lead at the half. 37-19, North Central has scored 10 here in the third, but a lot of those came in the first part of the quarter. There's a drive by Sattler. His shot is blocked out of bounds by Stetson Kaufman. Kaufman's played pretty well, getting some extra minutes with Carson Anderson not available. Knights go to a little bigger lineup, giving Stetson some more minutes. Tough catch for Heiser in the high post on the inbound. Gets it out to Sattler. Here's Mustin on the wing. Back to Cameron. Under 40 seconds to go now in the third. Short corner to Paxton. Good feed outside. Open three for Mustin. Too strong. Rebound, though, down to Steinhauser. Steinhauser with a feed to Sattler, and he's fouled on the floor. Took a shot maybe in the eye, too, did Cameron. Ryan Steinhauser with his 5th board. Cameron looks all right, kind of blinking that eye out. The foul is the second on Stetson Kaufman. Paxton exits as Tyson Strikey back in. 33 seconds to play here in the third. Into the corner it goes to Anthony Heiser. Strikey with it on the wing, now to Mustin. Knights have gone 2-3 zone that slowed the Broncos down just a bit here in the second half. Good tough take by Steinhauser over the arms of Kaufman, and Ryan knocks in another one from 6 or 7 feet. And it's a 20-point game. Pospisil tries a behind-the-back dribble, was knocked away, still loose. Picked up by Steinhauser, and he lays it in. Ryan's had a big third quarter, 9 of his 14 coming here in the third. And the Knights won't get a shot off before the buzzer sounds. And the Broncos, after the Knights had started cutting into that lead early in the third, Stuart responds and ends up outscoring North Central 14-10 in the third quarter. And the Broncos will take a 41-19 lead into the final 8 minutes. That's your Tri-County Bank scoreboard. We're back with the fourth after this on KBRB.
The Ainsworth Feed Mill is proud to buy corn from local farmers because the best corn in the nation makes the best pigs in the nation. And when money stays local, it multiplies time and time again. DJW and the Ainsworth Feed Mill, putting our local area first and feeding the world.
Lewis Nursery of Springview offers North Central Nebraska customers a wide variety of flowers and vegetables. Lewis Nursery, located along East Highway 183 in Springview. David appreciated your patronage this past season, and when it's time to plant your garden in the spring, remember Lewis Nursery of Springview.
Make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood. Morrison Underground Sprinkler Service of Bassett. Matt and Trish will provide you with a free no-obligation estimate for underground sprinkler installation. Plus, they service and repair existing systems, too. Phone 402-684-3558.
Well, we're ready for the final 8 minutes here from Rock County High School, the part-time home of the North Central Knights. Final regular season game for both these teams. Tell you what, the Broncos haven't played since a 1-point loss to Ainsworth about 11 days ago. Boy, the Knights were going to the left. The Broncos were getting ready to play defense to the right, and the Knights weren't able to quite get it down there in time before the Broncos hustled back the other way. Knights miss a shot, but get an offensive rebound for Painter. Corner three for Bruns is good. Ben Bruns gets his first field goal, a West Plains Bank three, just the second three of the game for the Knights, and a little breath of life for North Central to start the fourth quarter. Here's Anthony Heiser trying to answer, and does from the left corner. Heiser buries a three. And it will be 44-22. Horton with a spin move, has it poked away, and stolen by Jet Kuntz. Turnover number 12 on the Knights. Troy Reynolds back out there with his 4 fouls to start the fourth. They throw it into Steinhauser, try to dump it down to Heiser, and there's a steal by Troy Reynolds. Good play by Troy to force that one free, but the Broncos steal it right back and ahead to Paxton for the lay-in on the assist from Cameron Sattler. Wade's first bucket of the fourth quarter. He has 7. And the Broncos really opening it up as there's Steinhauser poking it away from Orton from behind, and the Broncos go quickly. 100 miles an hour, Paxton inside, in and out on the shot, but he's fouled. And wow, does Stuart move quickly when they get a steal. They are racing the other way. The foul will go against, I believe, is it Ryan Painter that picks it up? It is. It's just Ryan's first. 46-22 with 6:43 to go. Wade Paxton back to the free throw line. This one off the side of the iron. Wade struggled at the line. He is 1 for 5, has 7 points, but struggling a bit at the line here in this ball game. Wade's the leading scorer on this Stuart squad, but they're getting good contributions tonight. Steinhauser's had a big game. Heiser and Kuntz have been good. Wade knocks the second one in. Stuart is 5 for 11 at the line. 47-22, pass to Bruns cross court. Bruns, no-look pass to Pospischal. Pospischal now will slow it back up and bring it up high against the Stuart 2-3 zone. Deep right wing to Bruns. Looking for Reynolds in the high post. Instead, swings it across to Orton, up top to Pospischal. Pospischal pulls up from 18. That one won't go. Dolan's been cold tonight. He had a huge game last time out, 17 in the first quarter against Valentine. Shot from Kuntz is swatted by Orton, and out of bounds it will stay. No, they're going to give it to the Knights. You know, Pospischal, he's been held scoreless in this one. He had 17 points in the first quarter in their last game in the win over Valentine. Broncos have done a great job on Dolan. Baseline, little jumper for Reynolds, hangs on the rim, won't fall. Rebound tipped around, saved by Sattler, but into the hands of Orton. He can't finish. And then it's Reynolds with the offensive board and the finish. Troy, his 5th board. He gets his second field goal, 5 points for Troy, and he'll go to the line for an and-one opportunity. Knights have done a good job crashing the glass in this second half. The foul goes against Heiser, but it is all Broncos in this one. 47-24 with 5:54 to go. Reynolds can't get the three-point play completed, and Steinhauser down with his 6th rebound. Head quickly. Paxton all the way to the rim and just got past his defenders. 49-24. And now we've got a whistle and a foul that'll go against Stuart. That'll go on Heiser. That is Anthony's second. 6th-team foul on Stuart. Both teams now with 6. So we'll be in the bonus the rest of the way with 5:37 to go. Painter out as in comes Stetson Kaufman. Bruns to send it in. Needs to get it to somebody and throws it away. Tried to go on an outlet to Pospischal, but didn't loft it up very high. Just threw a bullet out there right over Dolan's head and out of bounds at half court. So they'll come back to the baseline. That is turnover number 14 on North Central. 49-24. 5.5 minutes to go. Paxton turns the corner, gets it to Kuntz. Kuntz to Wade, pull up 12-footer, hangs on the rim and falls. Wade's had a nice second half, 7 points now. Give him a dozen in the game. Here's Kaufman in the backcourt, gets it to Bruns. Bruns up the sideline and has his pass stolen by Heiser. 15 turnovers for the Knights. Inside to Steinhauser. He's had the big game. Shot swatted by Kaufman, but a foul. And Steinhauser back to the line. Ryan with 14 in this one. The foul is the 3rd on Stetson Kaufman. Broncos look good in this one. Their last game was 11 days ago, a loss to Ainsworth by a point. But they look good tonight trying to snap this 3-game little mini skid that they're on as Steinhauser hits the free throw. Subs in, Strikey back into the ball game. Mustin also back on. Stays out there with Steinhauser, Kuntz, and Heiser. Second one for Ryan off the back of the rim, and the rebound down to Orton. Braden has 5 boards. Troy Reynolds with the basketballs, trying to dribble through traffic, gets it off to Orton, and now up top to Dolan Pospischal. Boy, Pospischal had 23 in the win over Valentine. Now they're going to say the ball knocked away by Steinhauser off of Bruns and out of bounds, and it's another North Central turnover. Kalp returns as Steinhauser exits. 52-24. Stuart in this one. Again, Knights shorthanded without Carson Anderson tonight. As Troy Graff continues to kind of try to find a mixture to work with his sophomore guard out. Eddie Reynolds returns. Back in comes Painter. Out go Troy Reynolds and Ben Bruns. 52-24. Stuart leading by 28 in this one. Big nights for Wade Paxton, Ryan Steinhauser. Nice complimentary nights for Anthony Heiser and Jet Kuntz. Offensively, Strikey on the right wing against the North Central zone. Feeds it into Heiser. Dumped down to Kalp. Kalp with a strong finish that won't fall. And the rebound tipped out to Dolan Pospischel. Pospischel takes it inside. Left-handed layup is up and in for his first points of the game. His first points come with 4:12 to go in the game. 52-26. Broncos have done an excellent job on North Central's leading scorer in this one. Dolan just hasn't had a lot of opportunities. Heiser is going to get bumped and fouled, and it'll be 2 shots. And that foul on Kaufman, didn't want to give up the 8-footer, so just kind of body-checked Heiser. And it will be 2 free throws for Anthony. The 4th foul on Stetson Kaufman. So Kaufman and Reynolds each with 4. Heiser's free throw is in. Anthony now with 9. He can get into double figures. And in for the first time comes for North Central freshman Jackson Halleck at 6'1". He'll replace Kaufman. So Jackson getting a little time at the varsity level. With an even 4 minutes to go in the game, second free throw perfect, and Heiser becomes the 3rd Bronco to get into double figures. 54-26. Stuart in control. Here is the Knights throw it away. Painter threw it to Orton. Orton wasn't looking. Orton looks back at Ryan and says, "My bad." That's the 17th North Central turnover. Broncos with just 8. So it's Kuntz, Kalp, Mustin, Heiser, and Strikey, the 5 on the floor. As another new player, Ty Thurlow gets ready to check in for Stuart. Mustin on the baseline drive, feeds it outside. Kuntz open for 3. That one won't go. Strikey, though, runs down the rebound in the corner. Broncos get another possession in the corner. Strikey pump fakes a 3, kicks it out to Kuntz. Round to Mustin. He fakes the 3. High post to Heiser, looking in for Kalp. Into the corner to Mustin. Back up top to Kuntz. Broncos ball rotation. Out it goes to Kalp. Kicks it on the wing to Mustin. Shot fake. Broncos patient with it with 3:15 to go. Good feed into Heiser. Kick it into the corner. Open 3, Strikey. That won't fall. Rebound tapped around. And Reynolds comes away with it. Eddie gets the board and a timeout taken by Coach Troy Graff. With 3:03 to go, it's a full timeout, so we'll take one too. 3:03 remaining, and the Broncos in control on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. It is Stuart 54, North Central 26.
Making car shopping fun again. Whether you're in the market for brand new or pre-owned, shop the great selection at William Crotter Company, where service is a family tradition. See them at 305 West Douglas in O'Neill, or you can find them on Facebook and CrotterAuto.com.
When you have construction needs of any type, contact Dave Knessel of Town and Country Construction in Bassett. Hard work, honesty, and integrity are all trademarks of Town and Country Construction of Bassett. Proud supporter of the North Central Knights.
Parkside Manor in Stuart, Nebraska exists to provide health care to those in need. The facility is Medicare and Medicaid certified. Parkside Manor in Stuart also has an attached assisted living facility, which offers residents multiple options and planned activities. Parkside Manor provides adult daycare, respite, and hospice services. So when life changes occur, check with Parkside Manor in Stuart for your health care needs. Call them today, 402-924-3601. Again, that's 402-924-3601.
Well, off the timeout, changes for both teams as North Central brings Mason Hagan in out there with Halleck, Eddie Reynolds, Will Pfister out there. Nick, Will Pfister out there as well for North Central. So a lot of changes for the Knights. Here is a drive by Hagan. We'll tell you about the Bronco changes. Corner 3 for Orton falls. Raiden Orton knocks down a triple on the feed from Mason Hagan. Broncos have Mustin out there, Jason Fahrenholtz, a senior, Austin Dvorak out there for the first time, along with Ty Thurlow, another senior, and Tyson Strikey. Here's a corner 3. Mustin answers. Skylar Mustin has his second 3 of the game. And the Broncos back up by 28. The second unit will play this one out for the final 2:15. They played 2 quarters of JV before our varsity game. Pfister gets it to Orton. Orton looking inside for Halleck. Now bounces it up top, and we got a holding call in the post. It'll be a 1-and-1 for, I believe, Jackson Halleck. The foul against Ty Thurlow. And now we'll see Kyle Steinhauser into the game, as well as Will Paxton. Out will go Strikey and Muston. 1-and-1 opportunity for freshman Jackson Halleck at the free throw line, trying to get into the varsity scorebook. This free throw is up and good. Halleck knocks it in. Knights were just 4 for 11 at the line before that make. 57-30. Well, for North Central, the question will be, is Carson Anderson healthy enough to come back on Monday for a sub-district game against Summerlin? This free throw in and out. Rebound saved by Thurlow. Loose, though, and Orton picks it up. Radin will get the offensive rebound, and he'll take another three in the corner. High arcing shot is good. Orton on the assist from Halleck. How about Radin Orton? Back-to-back threes for the Knights. He's got 8. So Painter leads the Knights in scoring, and then you have Orton. He's had a nice ball game. This ball slips out of the hands of Steinhauser, and it's into the hands of Hagan. Turnover just the 9th for Stuart. Orton with it again. They pop out on him that time before he can take another three. Swing it around to Pfister. Now to Hagan. Hagan wants to drive, pull up, little 13-footer off the back of the rim. Rebound down to Kyle Steinhauser, and he is fouled. And will go to the line for a 1-and-1 with 1:11 remaining. So Kyle Steinhauser will have a chance to score as the foul goes against Mason Hagan. Now we'll see Torrey Thurlow into the ball game for Stuart. Out will go Ty Thurlow, and that will be basically everybody in a Bronco uniform that will now have seen the floor. The free throw won't fall for Kyle, and the rebound down to Halleck. We go under a minute here from Rock County High School, final game of the regular season. Sub-districts begin on Monday for the Knights, Tuesday for the Broncos. Good feed from Eddie Reynolds down to Orton, and he is fouled. We'll go to the line with 53.5 seconds remaining. And Orton a chance to get into double figures. The foul goes against Torrey Thurlow. 2 free throws, as that was a shooting foul, so Orton at the line. Radin 8 points, 2 fourth-quarter threes as that free throw rattles out. Hit the rim and the backboard, the rim again, and still came out. 57-33, second one for Radin is up. The lefty strong on that one, but runs down his own rebound. Out for a three, Hagan, that won't fall. Pfister the offensive rebound. Here's Reynolds will take a three. That one too strong. Fahrenholtz away with the board for Stuart. 37 seconds remaining. Paxton comes the other way. That's Will out to Austin Dvorak. Even this third unit for Stuart's got a bunch of wheels. It's going to be fun to watch the Stuart team in track and some of those sprints and relays. Shot missed by Steinhauser. Orton comes away with the board. Radin has 8 rebounds. Feeds it off to Hagan. Hagan back to Orton. Final 12 seconds here from Rock County tonight. With 8, Orton will drive. Baseline, takes it all the way in. Short on the shot. Rebound down to Steinhauser, and that should just about do it. Orton gets a block on a half-court three to close it out. But an impressive showing for the Stuart Broncos. And North Central, after looking good here in the second half of the season, you could tell they missed number 10 tonight for the Knights. Not to say that it